Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear. Your turn will come.
Oh my god. Oh, what?
You hold off these creatures. The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell. Come on, let's talk outside.
Why not here? We always have to talk outside. It's dangerous to talk in here.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier.
What happened to the pearl? Did you destroy it?
I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sigic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Somerset. My inquiries led me here.
The Physic Order?
The Sigic Order is an ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all of this?
I'm working with Razumdar, one of the Queen's eyes, but what happened to the pearl?
An eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sigic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Alright, let's go. More speaking when we are going again outside. These urns are empty. Daedra Heart. And
Living
this
on
is
Artaeum for a
the
few
exit.
centuries
Yep.
doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay. Into the inn. Razum.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
The people that were sequestered were killed to power a Daedric ritual. I found this letter.
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you.
You want me to go and accuse the King Lady of conspiring with the Daedric cult?
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door.
I also met a mage from the Psychic Order in the monastery.
A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating?
Something about a warning, and she seemed pretty interested in the life-sucking pearl.
There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the Kin Lady has to say.
Shouldn't you speak to the King Lady? You do work for the Queen after all.
Kin Lady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with the sordid details. Besides, everyone behaves well when they see Raz. You will learn more than I would.
Okay, let's go to the meeting.
Listen round, I've a warning to sound about an overgrown weed. I mean to forebode.
Once again, you have my deepest thanks, Caraval. I don't know what I would have done if they'd taken my boy.
But why are you still here, praying? Oh, that's a nice outfit. Okay, let's steal some stuff. First. So many treasures. I don't want to pickpocket.
Yes? And who might you be?
I need to speak to Kin Lady Avinis.
The kin lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters.
I have an invitation.
Yes, so you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
Thank you.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark Takala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
Oh, optional steps. Let's speak with the one here first.
I see the Queen's decree has even attracted some of our wayward brethren back to our shores. But make no mistake, Ultima or not, you're as much a newcomer as one of those cats or lizards.
I hear that you and the Kin Lady have a plan for administering the Queen's decree.
You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Somerset and the newcomers in mind.
Is that why you're sequestering newcomers and other non-high elves beneath the monastery?
You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you?
Yes.
For an outsider. Though your heritage might be Ultima, but you aren't a native of Somerset. You simply don't have the bearing and cultured air of a true child of the island.
Like the high elf monks I saw working with Daedra beneath the monastery.
That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand.
If you'll excuse me, Aldar till color, I just remembered I have some place else to be.
I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
Yeah, you coward.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave?
What do you want?
I'm sorry, Kerem, but I have no time for petitions or solicitations today. I have important work to get back to. Perhaps you can talk to my cousin. She's the canon reeve of our fair city.
Why do you oppose the Queen's degree?
Oh, such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Somerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation.
And Aldar agrees with your efforts to protect the island and the newcomers?
Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
An error in judgment?
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end.
And were you aware that the Aldark's monks are killing the newcomers under the monastery?
That's preposterous. Aldark Takala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Somerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
It sounds like you should see for yourself what's happening at the monastery.
My lady, One of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Oldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Oldark's explanation.
Oh, that's something blue there. I like colors. Increase health, recovery, and magicka for an hour. Now let's see Razum.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor.
The King Lady believes that the newcomers are being sequestered and sent away.
Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Oldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimarin.
I overheard that the King Lady was going to meet the Aldar in the Coral Forest.
The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Oldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
Let me find out what the Valsiren has to say.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Oldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valsiren of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Unsightly stag was a trickster's last laugh, long after his battle was fought.
Okay, now let's get out of the city for the first time.
What do you want?
What do I want? You really don't want to know. And here we go again. I don't know what's wrong with the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild quests. Dog. I'm going to steal something. Not there. Okay, let's take the main road. And of course, a secondary quest. Let's just reveal that place over there. Oh, and there is also a sky shard, our first sky shard. Let's start this secondary after we get the jute. Worms.
This is what dealing with High Elf nobles gets you, Bringus. Please, you must help. I think my cousin Bringus has been captured by werewolves.
What happened?
Bringus got caught up in a love affair, see? Decided to run off with some High Elf named Neerlin. I was supposed to meet them in Archon's Grove, help them get off the island. But when I got there, all I saw were werewolves.
So, Brengas and Nirlin were captured by these werewolves?
Yes, I'm sure of it. I couldn't find them anywhere. I did meet a High Elf named Estadel. He wouldn't tell me much, but he was definitely searching around the Grove. He may know more about the situation than I do.
I'll go to Archon's Grove and talk to Esterdel. The Runaway's Tale. Somewhere there. But first, we are going for the main story. It's closer here. Oh my god. Talmor Handbill. A new lore book. Awesome. Very awesome. Oh, that's another one.
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked King Lady Avanice to meet him out here.
How do we find the Aldark and the King Lady?
Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Okay, it's somewhere there.
The plan, you fool. Let me give you a taste of what the Prince of Bargains has in store for this pitiful world.
Your prince! I want no part of Daedra! Help!
The Aldark. We'd better hurry.
Oh, it's over here.
Come, Nevarra. Let me show you the power bestowed upon me by the Yagra. Destroy these fools.
Maximum health. And where is the King Lady? She just escaped.